asked these officers when I had just joined the ministry, I said, I am coming from a region, Teso, where most of the engineers are acting district engineer, acting district engineer, acting district engineer. When I asked, why are you acting? Why can't you be confirmed? I am told they cannot be confirmed because they are not registered engineers. Then I asked, why are you not registered? Then they told me it is very difficult to get registered. I say, what makes it so difficult? So when I came to these officers, I said, why have you mystified? Why have you made registration so mysterious? So today I have brought them here to demystify registration. I want them to explain to the country what it takes for a person who has graduated with very impeccable papers from a credible university as an engineer. And then he does other things. That what does it take for such a person to be a registered engineer? So that when it improves, it makes him now qualified to take over some of the things that you are asking. But in the absence of that, they can't even become district engineers. They can only be acting. And some of them are acting when they are 70. Some of them are asking when they are supposed to have retired long ago, but they are still in acting positions. And we think that this should be corrected. But I don't want that to divert us from what we are celebrating. We are celebrating World Engineering Day beginning on Sunday, and I invite you to participate in the run. So come and explain to me, one officer, I think come and explain.
Now, the Honorable Minister has talked about why is it that we graduate so many engineers and very few of them are not registered. Not registering as an engineer has very negative implications. One of them is what the Honorable Minister said. You cannot be promoted to a certain level of responsibility. But as a matter of fact, I have to tell all of you that the process of registering as an engineer is not as difficult as those that are not registered claim. The only hitch which we are working on as Engineers Registration Board is to move it from what it is now as optional. The Act for registering engineers leaves it to the owners of the engineer to come and register. And because of that, that's where there are so many variances. Those who are quick and want to move their career come up and register. Those who are not, fall back. The procedure is as follows. Two things only. Number one, you have to have the academic qualification. So every engineer, every person who has studied engineering and has got a degree in engineering is eligible to register. We have so many of those. I think on an annual basis, our universities churn out about 5,000 engineers. Okay? Once you have that degree, because engineering is a qualification, it's a trade which takes experience as very important. You are given 4 years to go to the field. During those 4 years, you are expected as an engineer to go out and work. Either build a house, build a bridge, construct roads, do anything that is engineering. 4 years. In the 4 years, the first 2 years, you are expected to work as, we call it a people engineer. It's like an intern. You don't know what to do. There's somebody who is guiding you. First 2 years. Then the next 2 years, you have acquired some personal experience. You go out and do things yourselves under guidance of somebody who is mentoring you.
The ministry and all those who engage in construction and all projects of government, that states clearly that 30% must be local content. 30% must be local content. So if a project is a project of, say, like about 100 million, just as an illustration, at least 30% of that should be local content. So the people must deliberately, these people who are awarding contracts, must deliberately ensure that there must be a local company or a local who involved in the process of delivering that complete project, but his is automatically the 30%. It is being followed, but sometimes it is abused. That I must confess. I have gone to some of the projects sometimes. and just taken a ramble sample, I say, who did the 30%? And sometimes I find there is a challenge in explaining. You find the Chinese took the contract and doing it almost 100%. So there are those areas which are gray and they need to be addressed very critically.